Yeah.
I like this new background stuff.
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah, I like what Freddie did.
Hey, everybody, we're on TV once again and on the radio.
3 places at once. We're here, we're there, and we're also over there.
It's true.
Yep.
What happens here on the program, we turn on the machines and we start talking. We're going to be here for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's Monday, and for the radio listeners, if you haven't found this out, it's Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan.
Dan, you're already on the radio, right?
Pardon?
You're already on this radio station here in Koa.
Yeah, I had a radio show a few years ago.
Oh, don't you have a new one?
I went back and I did one show, but I haven't been able to work out a good Monday to be there when I can get a little more training.
Oh, okay.
On what sequence of things that you have to do to make it, to record your show and turn things on and stuff.
Well, we're on it now, so you can get on there. So, hi, listeners. If you're watching this on TV and you're an avid watcher, we're going to be trying to do more radio stuff now that we're on the radio. So.
Yeah. Local low power station. It gets here. Hey, can I have some peanuts?
Yes.
Thank you.
We're trying to do more audio stuff now that we're here. But Dan's back. He's eating peanuts. We're going to load up the thing and look at the messages too. People have called the number of radio listeners. If you're watching, you can call the number. It's 360-836-4384, and you can call and leave a message, and we'll call you back, or we'll just play your message on the thing.
That'd be great.
It's up there, but the viewers can see it all the time, not the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to think of a name that is both viewers and listeners. That I don't want to say audience. I want to say like I don't know, like experiencers or something. I don't know what to say. Observers. Hello, observers. Maybe.
Patrons.
Yeah.
Audience members would be the most accurate.
But I just don't like the phrase audience. I think I want to say viewers and listeners.
You can say viewers and listeners.
Censors, or just say viewers and listeners. Say both.
Experiencers.
Observers, experiencers.
Those of you watching and listening to this program.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
we want to thank you for both watching and listening.
We'll figure out a word. Maybe I'm just going to make up a word and call the viewers and listeners like a boobly kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like just make up a word for them. But maybe you guys will figure out a word. I think eventually it'll just happen. We'll continue to think of what we should say, and I think one of these days we'll stumble upon the correct answer. And I think once we think of the answer, it'll be like yes.
Engagers.
Yeah, maybe that's a good one too. How was
those
the week?
Of you engagers.
Yeah. How was your week, Dan?
It was okay.
Uh-huh.
I finished. I finished a painting yesterday, and one a couple days before that, and one a few days before that. So, even though for those of you who are watching the program right now, what you're experiencing right now, I have not done art walk yet, but it's already happened now that you're watching this, right? So, all my art is in one gallery in the lobby of the Urban Medicinal, and actually, whatever I don't sell will stay there. I filled that place up. And then in gallery next, right next door, all the other artists, there are 12 others. They all have their own wall, and they all have their stuff on their own wall. So
did you see anything on the streets last week?
Worms.
More worms. That's not what you said last
Squirrels.
week. I think the wildlife are coming out. The seasons are changing.
Squirrels, no frogs, no turtles, bunch of birds, a cat. There's this neighbor cat. He runs away all the time. I like to make friends with him and say hi. Mm-hmm. But he runs away. He's a scaredy cat. So,
you gotta approach slowly.
Yeah.
Have you tried that? It is not, or
No, I haven't really tried hard to make friends.
oh, okay.
I haven't tried hard. It's like, hello.
The worms are still coming up. Those worms got to go back in there. I don't know how many worms are in the ground.
I don't think
about that.
I don't think people know this, but you've heard a robin's chirp, right?
Maybe.
It's very distinctive. They walk around the ground and they have this chirp, and that sound that they make, their chirp, sounds like rain underground, and worms climb up.
They're trying to trick them.
Yep. Yeah. Robins, that's how robins get worms. They chirp, sounds like rain, and the worm starts climbing up. Because when it rains, water fills the dirt and the worm can't breathe.
Yeah.
So it climbs up to keep from drowning. And so you'll see robins all over the grass during the rain, getting their worms.
How many worms are in the ground? Like when you're walking around, is there like a whole bunch of worms like in the dirt everywhere you go?
I think some places more than others. Places where there's like bushes and trees and stuff, I think there's a lot. Just because all the leaves and stuff fall to the ground, things crawl through that, things eat that filters down into the dirt, and that's food for worms.
Yeah, let's go searching for those worms.
Yeah, I lived at one place where there was a compost pile, and they had a bunch of bricks, and the bricks were, I don't know, they were big cinder blocks, and it was about 2-3 feet wide, and it had all our compost was thrown in there, and there was a bunch of dirt that we'd throw into it, and every day I would turn it, or somebody would turn it most days, and we used this pitchfork, and the thing was full of worms. There were so many worms in this.
Yeah, wow.
It was just tons of worms.
Did you put them in there, or did they just find it?
Oh, they find it. It's food. They can smell and taste.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, tons of worms. So that's where the worms would be, for sure.
Speaking of worms, it's Nature Week this week.
Nature Week?
Nature Week.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's only, the third day of Nature Week here, second and a half day really, so we're still trying to cement down what Nature Week is to us and what we're going to be saying about it. Was it about camping, or is it about like a green movement or whatever, like hippie stuff, or, the natural world or animals, all that stuff?
Well, for me, nature includes all of space.
Yeah.
So they earlier this week they found a planet orbiting a small red star.
I guess that counts as nature. When I think of nature, sometimes I just think of life, though.
On the Earth, yeah.
Or maybe,
Yeah.
if there's extraterrestrial life, it counts as nature too, but maybe not just rocks and
There
stuff.
could be. Is it 4 other moons have oceans inside around moons? There's oceans.
Yeah, you got any
under
space
there.
news, though?
Yeah, this planet they discovered is it's only slightly bigger than Earth, and it's orbiting in the habitable region around its parent star.
Yeah? Where's that?
It's about 500 light years away. They spotted it with Kepler, and they've been watching it for a long time. And they, because it crosses in front of the star, they can see what the size is.
From the Milky Way?
Yeah, 500 light years.
Are most of the stars that we look at just in the Milky Way still, or are we looking at the ones outside?
Yeah, the vast majority, all the stars that we can see actually are in the Milky Way.
We can't see outside the galaxy?
Well, the stars are too far away to be bright enough to be able to see.
Oh, when you look at the sky, you can't see outside of it? I thought you could.
Yeah, most of the stars, almost the vast majority of stars that we can see when we look up are within 300 light years.
Oh, wow.
And the farthest ones away that we can see are super gigantinormous. They're huge stars. And we're able to see them from farther away. So there's some nebula that we can see that are like 1,500 light years away. There's a galaxy 2.25 billion light years away, but we can see the galaxy. So
It's time for the dice game. We're going to get out a pen. We're going to write a number down on our hands between 1 and 6. Charlie gets a 3. Disembodied head that gets a 1. You're okay with getting a 1 disembodied head?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, here we go. We're going to write down numbers. Radio listeners, what we're doing is getting out pens and writing down numbers on our hands between 1 and 6. So we're going to be rolling the dice. So when you hear that sound, before, the bowling sound, that means the dice game is happening. And this is going to be the drum roll for the dice game. Here it goes. We're going to roll 1 dice to start off with. It's a 5. I lost.
me too.
We all lost. And the head, you lost too, right?
Yeah.
Bodiless head lost. You think he's mad?
Are you mad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Sorry about that, bodiless head.
Here's a message.
Oh, yeah. Hey, program, it's Freddie. Missed your call. I was at a show down in Seattle. But what can you do? Talk to you on the program tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, hope you're having a good time. Nature Week is good. It's all green and sunny springtime. Bye.
All right, here we go.
Bye.
Let's call Freddie back.
Nature. What to talk about nature?
Yeah, do you go camping?
Not much. I don't care for it much. I like, fresh water and warm, dry bed.
Yeah.
Camping is...
Program.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing?
Hey, Freddie.
I'm doing well. Everything is going good.
We just listened to your message from when you were in Seattle.
Oh, yeah. I almost caught you, it seems like. I think I barely missed the end of the program. We were up in Seattle playing a show.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Glad to be back in Olympia, though.
Have you seen any wild animals recently?
I saw some deer on the side of the road while I was down in, towards the coast in Washington. That was
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. What else? Other wild animals? No, not wild animals.
I guess domesticated animals kind of count as nature, but anything that's within the realm of everyday life, I think is outside of it, really.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I actually saw a hummingbird.
Oh,
In a store. I was in the gardening section of a department store,
Oh.
and the hummingbird went in there and it was eating the flowers. It was good. I was thinking, this
Yeah,
is a good advertisement for these flowers.
The fuchsias, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, those fuchsias are bright. They like them.
How's the production
Yeah.
going there?
it's going great. We're having a really good time. We're updated on YouTube to the day. We are scheduled out on TV, I think, through at least maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm right now capturing yesterday's episode here at the house, and in the production end over here. And yeah, it's going great. Egg Week was really easy for me because the titles and the secret messages were just all egg based, so it's not hard.
Lots of egg words.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're on the radio right now too.
Oh, that's right. Hey, radio audience, you guys listening in?
Yeah, you missed. Yesterday was our debut radio day, but now we're on the thing. We're trying to think of a word that means watchers.
Something
And,
that means something other than audience.
watchers and listeners at the same time. Yeah. Or viewers.
Yeah.
I've been saying viewers, but I have to stop saying viewers now.
Yeah, and we're thinking experiencers
Or I guess I could just say
engagers.
listeners. The listeners. Everybody's a listener, right?
Oh yeah.
That might work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're just sitting on here on a couch. There have been times when I would turn on the program and I would go do something else, but I would have the show turned up and I would just listen to
It's
it.
mostly audio based
Because
anyway.
we're not going anywhere.
people. Maybe
It
I'll
is
just say
always.
hey people. Or
Hey,
but then
people.
that excludes like dogs and stuff, and then maybe some dogs are watching the show.
I don't think they.
Dogs are particularly good listeners too. They
Yeah.
can hear everything.
Yeah,
just-
listeners, that would work.
Listeners works. I don't like the word. I'm saying listener, and I don't want to keep saying it. You know, it's just like doesn't view. I just like viewer. Oh, it's an
how
easy
about
word.
Media consumers.
I think that's too long. I want a two syllable word. I think we're gonna stumble upon the correct word that we're gonna be using. But viewer is such an easy word. To
I
say.
like engagers. Hey, engagers.
Engagers.
You're engaging
That
us.
sounds too.
Well, it means there's a back and forth, really.
Engagers sounds too either involved or like Comic-Con to me.
Yeah, and then
Participants?
Well,
You can
nobody
think
ever
of, like,
participates.
consumers is almost it, but that's like also seems kind of like we're trying to sell them something.
Yeah. You know, like they used to say true believers, like Marvel stuff. They're like, hey, true believers, and it made you
Oh yeah.
empowered.
I think listeners
Maybe-
is the most basic. You
Like-
can't go wrong there. That's what I'm saying.
Like maybe we could like come up with a word like deadheads, you know, like
Yeah.
like
I mean, we've got the crew too, you know. So there's the.
oh hey crew,
pretty
thanks
much your
crew.
listener, you're pretty much the crew. You
We
know?
could call the people the crew.
Yeah,
Or
I guess now to think about it, on the ending credits, there's still the thing that says, you know, Your Daily Hour with Me is made possible by our sponsors and.
oh yeah,
USA
it
and all
says
that
viewers
stuff.
like you, and that has to change.
Yeah, that's gonna have to change.
I think maybe I'm thinking now that marathoners, and we could stop talking about anybody who's tuning in casually and only talk to the marathoners who is the true audience.
well, when we do
Yeah.
info time, I'll try and include listeners.
You know about the true audience of the program, Dan? I don't know if I've said this enough, but in the future, the children of the world are going to have to watch the program from the beginning of the program to the end of the program, every episode without taking breaks.
Really?
And those marathoners right now, they've been watching the program for months,
Oh my God.
but they still have a long time to go. I'm not sure yet how long you have to go, but you have a while to go, marathoners, and
I
keep sticking with it, and I believe in you.
I'm feeling the need to apologize.
To the marathoners?
Yes.
For yourself, because we're doing them, I think,
You're
a service.
you're telling me that you're completely unapologetic about this.
Well, it's not something that they're forced to do. It's something that is a good, that when they realize that it's the thing to do.
They're doing this voluntarily?
Well, they
No,
want to be doing
I'd
it.
like to say it's sort of like a coming of age exercise. You know
Yeah.
how they used to have
Oh.
the youth go into like the wilderness or something.
A rite of passage.
Yeah.
Rite of passage, yeah.
Well,
So that's what it is now. The rite of passage.
you keep going, viewers and listeners of the
Marathoners.
futures, marathoners.
I'm gonna stick. I think I like marathoners. I'm gonna stick and only acknowledge the marathoners, and the casual listeners and viewers can, do other things. But I think the marathoners are the
Yeah.
true audience. For now, anyway. For you sending anything on
Oh,
the
yeah.
news?
No news that I can think of. Yeah, what's happened in the world ever since? I haven't heard of any new exciting thing, except for maybe that one Snowden guy talked to Putin and asked him about surveillance.
Oh, the NSA guy. That was a while ago.
And then what else? The thing in Oso, they're still finding some people.
Didn't they
the
just
mudslide.
rescue some people or something?
They're finding people under the mud still, or like bodies, or
Might have been last week, but yeah, I think mostly they're not finding them alive now, which is bad.
Yeah.
yeah. There's probably a lot of people that were buried. I guess. I mean, I think they were buried alive. That's the bad thing. Well, hey, Freddie,
Yeah.
it's info time. You have anything else you want to say? You want to stick it through info time?
I just wanted to say, I could go, but Dan, talk about natural science. What is natural science?
Natural science would be organic living things.
Yeah, you can tell us about it.
Yeah, I can
after
tell you all
info
kinds
time.
of stuff. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. It's a different font. You did good with this. Here are some answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television talk show on the radio that's recorded right here in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It airs every night on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. All the broadcasts are taped a week before. Something previous week you're watching at 2 a.m. This episode taped the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Your daily hour with me relies on community for the content, so give us a call and leave a message. We'll call you back while we're on the program. Thank you for watching, and now back to the program. Did it say viewers in there?
Pretty good, Dan. That was great.
Yeah, it goes too fast.
Viewers in there. But I guess you're not even gonna know.
Yeah, I just missed parts because I've got the YDH.
Maybe we should
Jim.
tell
Yeah.
more people about the marathoners.
Yeah, I
and,
have to say the full thing. I don't say YDH. Blah, blah, blah.
in the
Yeah.
commercial, in a commercial or something.
Yeah, I just got to learn to talk faster, read faster, and talk faster. But it's hard to keep up with.
All right. Well,
Great.
yeah.
That's about all I have to say. The Thanks program.
Thank you. Okay,
Have a
bye.
good-
Thanks for doing that, Freddie. That's I like the lettering.
Oh. Here's
Did I miss
Dan,
him?
Dan Dobler. Hey, Kenny. This is Dan Dobler. You can call me back.
Hi, Dr. Kitty. Hi, Dr. Kitty.
Doctor, people are...
Dr. Kitty,
Mr. Ginsu and
I wasn't feeling well last
Dan are
night, but
calling me
I'm
that.
feeling fine today.
Dr. Kenny? Nice.
I'm feeling, don't worry about it, Dr. Kitty. Dr. Kitty, I'm feeling fine today.
Good.
And I'm eating okay, too.
I think it's because I'm concerned about people's
Dr.
well-being.
Kitty, you can call me back. Bye.
I think I gave Dan and Mr. Ginsu medical advice, and then like, oh, what are you, a doctor? They both started saying that, but I know I'm just, trying to keep with some common sense health issues.
You're not a doctor. You just play one on television.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people.
Hello?
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hi.
We're on TV and on the radio now.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Hi, you on radio, too?
Yeah,
Yep.
we just got onto the radio.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is on the radio. Isn't that exciting? So we're on the radio right now. Have you ever been on the radio before?
No, I never been on the radio before.
Now you're on it.
You're on the radio right
Wow.
now. Right now.
Yeah. How's Dr. Kinney doing?
Dr. Kenny's doing just great, Dan. How are you doing today?
Dr. Kinney?
Yes.
I wasn't very well last night.
One more time, please.
What?
I wasn't feeling good last night.
You didn't sleep good last night?
Oh, you weren't feeling.
What?
You weren't feeling good. Is that what you said?
I wasn't feeling good last night.
Oh, really?
Oh.
What were your symptoms? What did you?
I was tired.
Oh, did you drink a lot of coffee?
No. You forgot to give me the marijuana.
Oh, are you trying to get me to prescribe you marijuana?
Yeah, you forgot.
Oh yeah, well that might put you to sleep. It also might keep you awake. I've heard that stuff is gonna keep you awake, and
There's two different kinds. One will put you to sleep. One will keep you awake.
How could you forget?
Yeah, maybe it's the side effects. Maybe if I'm prescribing all the marijuana and then I can't remember anything.
What?
There's a dude in a trench coat in the alley.
Yeah, it's all the people around me
That's where I get mine.
with the marijuana, and it's making me forgetful.
It makes you forgetful?
Yeah, maybe it's the if I'm being a marijuana doctor, then I think I would not have the best memory.
You're my doctor. You must give me some marijuana.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan.
I'm the student.
Oh yeah, I know Dan. Dr. Feelgood, right? Hey Dan.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you.
I get it. You're pulling my chain, right? Acting.
How you doing?
You're a very convincing actor, Dan. I think people wouldn't think that you were just fooling around.
I can't understand you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dan, it's Nature Week. Did you celebrate Easter, Dan?
Celebrate Easter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you do?
I went to church.
What did they say?
But it was good.
They're talking about the circle of life.
No, they talked about me and new creature in Christ.
Mm-hmm. Did you eat any eggs?
Have we anything today?
Yeah.
Eggs?
Did you eat eggs?
I'm gonna go. I can't understand you. But
Hey, thanks, Dan Hospital. Thanks, Dan. We'll see you later. Talk to you later.
okay, bye.
Take your vitamins.
Doctor. Yeah, I think it's most Mr. Ginsu and Dan Dobler like to make marijuana jokes and call me a doctor.
Hi, program. This is Tess. Again, I'm just calling to let you know that me and my friend Steve are available to come on Thursday the 24th. Just let me know what time.
Yeah, I'm looking
and
for
we'll see you then. Okay, bye.
the calendar. You see the calendar around here somewhere? Maybe we can find the calendar and then we can. Oh no, that's not it. Well, I think that there's nothing scheduled for Thursday anyway, so we can probably get Tess on the schedule.
I want the viewers to see this. See my name in print over here.
All right, here we go. We're calling Tess back now. Oh yeah, you're a curator, huh? Or you were a curator. Maybe you saw it, Dan, at the place. Bennett. There it is, Dan Bennett. That's you. Number 8. Dan Bennett. Right next to Belladonna Dance. And Daniel G. Bernstein.
Your call has been forwarded.
I thought they would do the urban.
3106
Blah, blah.
is not available.
Hey Tess, it's the program. I would like to do the program on Thursday at like maybe noon or 1. You can call back here. You have about 35 minutes to call us back.
Oh, there. Found the urban. That's where I'll be in. There's a big long list of names. Holy shit. That's a huge number of names at the Urban Onion. There's tons of people at the Urban Onion.
Don't make me come down there. You
What?
fucker.
What?
Who is that? Who's threatening me? Here's the next one.
Hey, Kenny. Would you
Yes.
ask Freddie a question?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
No, that's what I thought. That's not really a question. It's more of a statement, even though it's a question.
Calm down, motherfucker. What's going down?
I mean, that's more of a statement. The question is more of just saying,
It's
what's
it's
going
more
on
of
with
an
this?
exclamation than a question.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What the what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just the same thing as what? Extra.
But with more oomph.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. We're calling Mr. Ginsu back. Maybe we'll ask him about nature. Mr. Ginsu lived in a tent in the woods for a long time.
Oh, wow.
So he knows all about nature. Hello?
It's going down, cornholio.
Hey, Mr. Gintu, it's the time for the second dice game.
Yeah, pick a number.
You motherfucker. What do you think you're doing,
Hey.
motherfucker?
Mr. Gintu, do you know who's here? It's Monday.
Did you need me to come down there and install you a snatch?
Who's here?
No, no,
Wait,
we need you to
who's
pick a
here on-
number.
I
We're
wanna
going to roll
get-
the dice.
Don't talk. I want to hear. Mr. Gintu, do you know who's here?
Huh?
Do you know who's here on Mondays?
Who's here on Monday?
Yeah, who is it?
Dan.
It's right. You're right.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's going down,
Yeah.
motherfucker?
Pick a number.
What number is Dan?
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
What number is Dan?
Dan's a 3.
I'm always a 3, dude. Always a 3.
I want to be a 6.
Oh.
No points for you, but I got 500 points.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm winning.
You won last Monday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is an unhealthy trend, I do believe.
Well, it's still anybody's game.
Get out. Start rolling them bones.
Yeah. What did you say on the messages? You didn't say anything. You just threatened, I think. Generally threatened.
What? I can't remember what I said. What did I say?
You didn't really say anything. We could play your messages back, but you kind of just repeated your catchphrases, which is totally a valid message, though. I think it's great like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
You just repeated your catchphrases. You know what they are.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I think you're fucking being silly on me.
I'm not being silly. It's for real. You don't know what your catchphrases are? Are they just embedded into you? You don't even know that you're saying them all the time.
I'm not totally certain.
One of your
I just-
catchphrases, you say, "I got a question for you." You know?
Something like that.
I got
What
a,
the
Mr.
heck?
Ginsu, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How come you don't know what your catchphrases are?
Fucking question for you.
Huh?
You want me to come down there?
Oh, what are you gonna do when you come down here? Catchphrase?
Fucking no. You know by now.
Yeah, it's a catchphrase. So that's the other catchphrase, and I think that's mostly the two of them.
I'll come down there, kick you so hard, Freddy will be wearing your ass for a hat.
Yeah.
And then I'll kick you so hard, Freddy will be wearing your ass, and Dan will be wearing Freddy's ass.
Whoa.
That's intense.
We're on the radio now.
That is intense.
I haven't figured out what's going to happen on the radio with Mr. Ginsu, because we're not going to stop Mr. Ginsu from doing anything, and we're just going to go onto the radio. But we're so late at night, radio listeners, if you're hearing Mr. Ginsu and something going on, you can call the number, though. It's 836-4384. Huh?
You got a fucking radio thing going on now. So now you're talking to the radio people.
Yeah.
Fucking too.
Yeah, we're talking to the
Hey,
radio.
don't
Yeah,
your car, motherfucker. Don't look at the chick over there and crash your car.
Oh, yeah.
Going down the road.
Yep.
There are probably a lot of people in their cars listening, because
Yep.
we're on the radio
at
now.
2 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we're on
Yeah.
So if you were watching, you're probably up late. So, I heard that sleeping and driving is just as, sleeping and driving is obviously dangerous, but being tired and driving,
The transmitter is extremely low wattage.
don't
and-
sleep and drive.
Freaking they can take a short freaking drive and catch your whole program.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
transmitter is very, very low wattage, and so it only extends a few miles in all directions.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're having a grandiose...
So what would
vision.
happen is they would be driving through town, and they would only catch maybe 5-10 minutes of the show at the most as they drive through town.
Oh, we're on the radio, though. I'm just going to pretend
Oh
that
yeah,
we're
we're
really
totally
big.
on the radio.
We're big. It's a big zone, even though that it's not that big of a zone in reality. But I'm just gonna pretend like we're on the biggest radio station ever. That's how we're gonna roll with it, even though it's probably not true.
Well, the signal does extend up into the ionosphere,
Yeah,
so there is that.
it goes out. Who knows what's happening with the air?
It does. It goes
airwaves.
to outer space.
It's like, does it keep going? I mean,
Yeah. The radio waves just keep on going.
They don't just go away. They just keep
No,
moving.
they keep going.
Do they ever dissipate, or they just?
Well, they thin out. because they were going in all different directions.
Oh, okay.
And, and so the signal literally gets weaker and weaker and weaker the farther you go, but they just keep on going.
For the most part.
You see anything on the news, Mr. Ginsu? It's Nature Week. You can tell us about how you lived in the woods.
Well, how about I don't? You see, I did.
Why you don't want to tell us about it?
That's hard to say.
How long did you live in the woods?
That's hard to say.
Cause you were in the woods, you didn't have a calendar. Is that why it's hard to say?
Yeah, there you go.
Were you not keeping track of time when you were living in the woods?
What?
When you were living in the woods, were you living off the land, or were you like coming in to get food and just going back out into the woods?
I would come in and into the woods and out of the woods like sex. In and out and in and out and in and out.
Okay. How far into the woods were you?
That's hard to say. Where there was no people.
But like 100 yards into the woods or something, or like, would you say that you lived in nature, or did you live like in the city still?
No, that would be nature. That'd be nature. It's in the woods.
I can't really say. I don't want to say, because if I ever go back, I don't want people honing in on me like them other people did.
Somebody found you and tried to kick you out of the woods?
No, them one people they broke their car down right next to me, and I had to help them out. And then they wanted to come camp right next to me because it was an excellent spot, because I had to tell them how to get it done where they could just be there and nobody would know you're there. Right?
Mm-hmm. You're trying to hide out there. Did you ever see any wild animals? Did you have to deal with wild animals while you're living in the woods?
Deer?
Because I had been going to that one spot for like a year, and then those people came there, and within 1 week, there was a full-blown trail that no one could miss. And whenever I would there, I always stepped in my same footprint, and I never knocked over anything new, and you couldn't even hardly tell it was a fucking trail.
Yeah.
And they totally fucking annihilated the place, so I said, fuck it, I'm out of here. And they had a dog. Fuck off.
Do you hear like music? Is your phone ringing or something? I heard.
On my phone.
I thought I heard some noise.
Yeah, me too. So I'm in Arts Walk. I'm in Arts Walk this week.
Mr. Ginsu, you ever go to Arts Walk?
Yeah, have you ever gone to Arts Walk?
No, I've never been to Arts Walk.
Mr. Ginsu doesn't like crowds.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty crowded there.
But I come down there and walk all over your cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm an artist, and I paint paintings of spaceships and planets and shit, and they're going to be in a gallery, and I might sell a few. So, it's pretty cool.
No fucking shit.
Yeah.
For money.
Yeah, and I had glow-in-the-dark paint to the paint, and so it's a regular painting, but when you turn out the lights, it glows a little bit in the different colors in the painting. I like it. I don't know anyone else that does that, so I'm, yeah.
It was only because whenever I was growing up, they made me go to fucking church where they like to do a lot of glow-in-the-dark fucking bullshit fucking while they're preaching and like that. Yeah.
That's
what are you
that'd
talking
be
about?
a wild church, man.
Yeah, they turned off the lights
Glow-in-the-dark
into glow-in-the-dark
church?
like shows.
Yeah, they like to fucking go in front of a big crowd and then fucking be preaching at them, and then they start drawing on the board with the fucking crayons, glow-in-the-dark crayons, and then and at the end of the story, they finally turn the fucking lights on, and it's goddamn cross with goddamn doves and fucking glow-in-the-dark fucking shit.
Hey, Mr. Ginsu, it's time for a commercial break.
Well, that...
It's so pretty. Look at it go in the fucking dark, and they were fucking anything like
Well, it sounds like it sucked.
New Moon Cafe.
Fucking kiss my fucking
Dance,
ass.
Oli, dance. Dance, Oli, dance. Live TV
But
dance
you
party.
don't have
First
any
Friday of
religious
each month,
ties to the
8 p.m.
fucking
to 9
bullshit.
p.m.
You
TCTV Studio A, 440 Yaga Road. Oh yeah.
Are you making any fucking money on your fucking commercial?
Billions and billions and billions.
Pay the fucking rent. Me? My mom she put me on a trust fund.
And then, oh, coming up tonight at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the commercial.
Hey, I'm still trying to get over with the loss of Jennifer. You know, like checking my, shadow, checking my neck to see if there's a leash on it. We also talked to Mr. Ginsu a lot. Actually, he called us.
Yeah.
All the archives.
We're on every night at 11:30 p.m. on TCTV channel 22 and 11:02 a.m. Call Nick.
Nice. This is new. This is the first time for that.
We're back.
We are back.
So, you cheap shit dumb loud, you're fucking back, motherfucker. Now I'm gonna kick you in your cunt.
Oh man.
You don't fucking old man me, I'll fucking smack your upside your bitch hole.
Hey, you seen anything on the news? How's your mother's health?
What about your taco?
How's your mother's health? Did she recover from her heart attack?
What about your mother? Did she want her panties back?
I'm asking you about your mother's health, and you're being rude.
Did your sister want her panties back?
Oh, you want to talk about your sister?
Do you want to talk about your sister? Do
How's
you?
your sister?
I think your sister kind of cute.
Do they know you're still on the program?
Is your sister single?
Did you know that your sister is listening to the program? She's calling us, and she's saying, "Mr. Ginsu." Oh, actually, no, but she said your name that one time, so.
Does your sister want to get pregnant by me?
That's gross.
Ask her.
No, nobody does, Mr. Ginsu. That's why you are not gonna get any friends doing that kind of thing. We're looking at Dan's name on the thing here. What's happening What's happening in Oregon? Are you watching public access in Oregon, or you don't have TV?
I don't have TV now.
Do your friends have TV? Check out the public access station over there.
There it is.
No, I don't have friends.
You don't have any friends in Oregon?
No.
Why not? Is it because you're threatening them and making sexual jokes about their families?
That's right. That's right.
It's hard
Because
to.
I tell them to fuck their mothers and eat their mother's underwear and stuff.
And then they don't want to be your friend after that.
And then they think it's pretty fucking funny, and they really do like to be my friend after that.
Oh, okay.
Because I wonder what it'd be like if I fucked their mother.
With friends like that, who needs enemies, right?
Hey, who says I'm your friend? Who says I'm your enemy?
Hey Dan, hey Mr. Ginsu, it's Nature Week, and we're talking about going outside and stuff. But you know, your time living in the woods is secretive.
Maybe.
Sounds like it's a secret to me.
Maybe not.
Well, if not, then why don't you tell us about it?
I don't want to. Well, you told me about the time you didn't live in the woods.
I lived indoors and didn't.
Did
live
you
in-
ever go? Have you ever been camping? Do you even know how to build a fucking fire?
I've been camping for maybe, I think 2 or 3 days at the most.
Yeah, me too.
I've been up.
In your entire.
I've been into trails. You know, I take a backpack and some food and put some food in there and walk out in nature. and eat some food, and then sleep, and then get packed out.
When I was a Boy Scout, we would go winter camping. We went up into Jasper and Banff, up in the mountains, and we'd be there for 3 days. And we always took cross-country skis, and we'd ski up canyons and over glaciers and up and over little mountains and stuff, across frozen lakes. It's pretty wild, man. It's freezing up there.
I got a video. I used to have a video of me up in Alaska sitting in the bushes waiting for a plane, and while I'm waiting in the bushes, there's thousands of mosquitoes around me, and all you hear is of mosquitoes.
Whoa.
It's fucking whack. And I got the camera pointed at the sky, and all you see is mosquitoes above me, and they're just hovering around me. Fucking ungodly. For hours they did that.
Did you get eaten up?
No, I covered up with like several layers.
Wow.
And I didn't see no bears, even though I was eating beef jerky.
With all the mosquitoes, how do you cover your face?
Say what?
With all the mosquitoes, how do you cover your face?
A mosquito net.
Huh.
Like a beekeeper, you had to wear that on your all the time?
That's right. That's
Oh.
right.
Oh.
You would be bit to hell otherwise.
Yeah. They're living in the winter, huh? Mosquitoes in the winter?
Up in Canada? No, not at all.
It's early in the winter time. But yeah, the hell of a fucking deal. They got some big bears and big mosquitoes and shit ton of fucking mosquitoes. That's all it took. You know, I don't really recommend going to Alaska and staying out in the bushes unless you like mosquitoes.
You were in the bushes in Alaska? Is that where you lived in the woods? I'm trying to maybe sit on calendar. Is that?
Yeah, I've been in Alaska woods. I've been in Alaska woods now. What the fuck ever?
Have you seen any wild animals?
Lots and lots.
Like recently though? Oh, I found it.
Well, there's a yard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a dog turd in my yard. Somebody's dog.
Whose dog is
in
it?
my yard.
That's got to be annoying.
I got neighbors, also new neighbors, and lots of dogs to go shit in your yard.
What are you gonna do about it?
Fucking nothing. All my neighbors seem to be pretty cool, so I'll just let the dogs shit in my yard. They're only little dogs. Not like the last dog, the big dog. Fucking leaves a turd a foot fucking long in your yard. God damn.
You're just gonna let it happen? You're not gonna stake out your yard? You don't have anything else to do, right? You can stake out your yard all day.
Yeah, this little turd's only like 2 or 3 inches long, so...
Yeah, you still, if you step in it, that's still bad. You can...
Yeah, the little ones aren't bad.
Well, it's right next to a tree, so it fucking shouldn't be stepped on. Unless you're gonna walk the tree.
You should do a stake out anyway.
Do you know which dog done it?
No, I don't know who dog done it.
Which dog did the do deed?
They did it out in the middle of the night so that he could take shit, and it did it in the middle of the night.
Aren't you up in the middle of the night more than the daytime?
And they finally fixed my water today.
Oh yeah, so what are you gonna do? What, do you dishes?
I took a shower, finally.
How long did you not have water in your shower?
5 days.
That's quite a while.
What about drinking water?
Nope, no drinking water. I had to drink out the toilet.
Have you been drinking it out of the toilet?
A little bit. It's kind of thirsty.
Out of the back?
Yeah, you're thirsty, man. They didn't. They shut my fucking water off. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
How much toilet water did you drink? Hey, it's time for the final dice game.
The back of the bowl part isn't so bad.
Here we go. We're gonna roll the final dice.
Right?
One. Oh, let's see. What is it? 1, 1, 4, 4, 5, 2. Looks like I won. Or would you have a 5, Mr. Ginsey, right? Or 6? You had a 6. I won. I'm the winner today.
Well, you're lucky we didn't
What?
tie. We
The bodiless head picked a one.
The disembodied head.
Disembodied head picked one.
Hey, disembodied head, you kind of won. Yeah. Except for you're not real. Yeah. So I won.
what? Not real.
The disembodied head is not a real being. It's a fake head.
You're unreal. And what's up? All them old fucking messages of mine. What are you gonna do with them? Erase them fuckers. Will you?
We're listening to them over time.
Yeah, we're trying to catch up. You've got a lot in there.
When we have downtime, we listen to your old messages when there's nobody here and stuff.
Yeah, we'll listen to the ones that we haven't listened to on the air. We'll eventually get to them. Eventually, we'll get to them.
You gotta fucking erase them motherfuckers.
Why you said some profound things in those messages. We're gonna get through them. We're gonna find the ones that you're embarrassed about, maybe, and listen to them.
No, I ain't worried. I just said more right now about your sister and your mother than,
I think you said stuff about your own mother and your own family and your personal issues in those messages. A lot of them.
in those old messages is probably the, I said I'm sorry in advance for talking about your mother and your sister.
Oh, okay.
And in those, I probably already told you I'm sorry, so.
Oh, don't be sorry.
No, I ain't sorry, motherfucker, but I told you in advance already in those old messages that you ain't got to yet that I'm sorry, so fuck yourself. I ain't sorry. I'm sorry, but fuck yourself because I ain't talking about you, probably. But I am talking about you, but I ain't. You know what I mean?
No.
No. Oh, fucking. I'm gonna kick you smack dab in your fucking...
What's the place in California? It's called, we're gonna call some McDonald's, Mr. Ginsey. You have anything else you want to say today?
Santa Clara.
I would like a Big Mac and a quarter pounder to go. And
Have you been to your local McDonald's down there in?
Is there a Santa Clara?
Yeah, in Oregon.
I imagine they do, but I don't know. I've been there once, but I don't know what to tell you about it. It's McDonald's.
All right. Hey, thanks, Mr. Ginsey. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, have a good night.
All right, he just hung up. Here it goes. Okay, we're calling McDonald's.
He actually apologized.
Yeah, and then
he unapologized,
Yeah.
and then he apologized again.
He's got a heart of gold. He's trying to hide it in a rough exterior. But heart of gold on that guy, Mr. Ginsey. Thanks for watching and calling in and stuff. We know you got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
He helps children.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I had to help those people." You remember when he said that?
Yeah.
He saved lives. Mr. Ginsey saved lives with hugs. He's saved multiple lives with hugs. He told us.
Really?
He's had more than one experience where he has been involved with
a person's life
when they've been dead, and then he gave them a hug, and he brought them back to life.
Really?
That's what he said. Yeah, Mr. Ginsey was like Jesus or something.
Yeah, that's some kind of Jesus power.
But I think it was like some kind of like a CPR like response on Mr. Ginsey's part. But he said like, I just gave him a big hug and they came back to life.
Oh, nice.
So maybe he curses a lot and threatens violence.
Maybe
on
he
us.
hugged them, then did CPR, and then hugged them some more.
Yeah. Mr. Ginsey has a magic.
That's why you have CPR surrounded by two
hug.
hugs, so you can call it a hug because there was more hugging than CPR.
Yeah.
And he did not hug them, so he just maybe didn't mention the the compressions or the breaths or whatever
Or
it
Mr.
was.
Ginsey has a magical life-giving hug. Here we go. Let's call the next one. That one didn't answer, I guess. Have you ever been to Santa Clara, California?
Nope. Been to Santa Rosa, Sacramento, Chico, Orville,
Santa means saint, right?
Paradise, Redding. Mostly Sacramento, though.
Oh, that one was not available for a phone call. Here, call the next one. If any of these is going to answer. Let's say hello, Santa Clara.
Really? I wonder how big Santa Clara is. Big as Olympia? I wonder.
Or similar businesses. To connect to New York Pizza.
What?
Okay, here we go.
That a McDonald's is not.
Yeah, it was a robot voice thing.
Oh, I read this cool study. It links lead in the atmosphere, lead in the environment, affects whole populations. It affects their behavior.
Makes you a little crazy, right? Lead poisoning?
Yeah, it has all kinds of neurological effects.
What happens when you get crazy from lead?
You'll eventually die. It'll kill you. It'll shut down your kidneys, your nervous system. Is that pretty good, Charlie?
He ate almost half of this big old bone thing. Oh, hello? No, still answering.
Ringing.
What are the effects?
The overall violence of the population goes up.
Oh,
The
wow.
population gets more violent. And I was looking at these charts and graphs about the state-by-state level of lead in the environment, paint and car exhaust. And the incidence of violent acts goes up with it. And it's just, there's a little lag behind. And causes, all kinds of birth problems. And when the lead in the environment, when they stop putting it in paint, and when they stop putting it in the gas, the overall incidence of violence went down. Along with it, right behind it. Yeah, it's amazing.
That sounds like to me a correlation and what's the opposite of correlation? Coincidental or something?
Coincidental?
Like maybe when there's less lead in a population, that also means that their education system is better. Like kind of like if they're putting in the effort to take lead out of things, then maybe they're also putting in the effort to teach their children better things. So maybe they're not it's like causality or correlation, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sounds to me like it could be a case of that.
Correlation?
Like where like
not like cause and effect?
We're like
Or similar businesses.
Well, it's in the
to
program,
connect
but
to
because like it's like when you say like the more rich you are, the smarter you are, or whatever. It's because if you look at the smarter people and they go to schools or whatever, but it's not like the causality and correlation are different. It sounds to me this lead thing is.
Yeah, there are probably other environmental factors.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks Freddie, thanks Dan Dobler, and thanks Dan for being here today.
Yeah.
Thanks Tess, thanks Mr. Ginsu.
Thank you, bodiless head.
Yeah, thanks.
Disembodied head.
Thanks, or no thanks to McDonald's, they didn't answer today, but thanks to nature.
Yeah, nature.
Thanks for creating life, nature, and bringing us into this world.
Zirconium crystals. I think those are cool.
Thanks. Thanks, episode number and date of the week.
Yeah. I like this new background.
Thanks, TCTV.
Thanks, Grass.
And Koa. 106.5
Ooh,
FM.
fish. Thank you, fishes.
Computers call.
Thank you.
Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. YDHWM.com. Check it
Elevations.
out. 360-836-4384. Call
Thank
us,
you,
leave a
Water.
message, get on TV. Crew, you guys want to be on the crew? You don't have to do anything if you want, though. You can see a list of the crew if you're watching this on TV. Thanks, UFBI. This is a good song.
Yes, video
TCTV,
feedback.
yeah.
Thank you, old logo.
Live.com.
Thank you,
Psycho
special
Feeling.
effects.
Thanks, Jordy E. Fabulous. Thurston
Thank you,
County,
cameras.
Washington State, USA. Thank you.
Thank you, textile makers.
Marathoners.
Thank you, weather.
Hell yeah, dog.
Bye-bye. bloop, 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 bloop.